Well, hello. Just wanted to give everybody a quick sneak preview of my new ChronoSnap program, which could possibly be the world's first and maybe only video analysis software that is geared 100% towards crash investigation and reconstruction. So we hop into the main program, and what do we do first? We're going to load in our video file. So I've got several suitable MP4 files to choose from, but I'm going to choose this one, 50.9 skid, because that is a skid test that I did with a Ford Crown Vic back when I was an instructor at the Police Academy in South Carolina, and I know that the speed was verified at 50.9 miles per hour. So you see, once we load this file in, all the video metadata populates here in the right hand side. This will also print to a like an analysis report, prints a nice professional looking PDF. For my case number, I'm just going to throw in internal testing skid. I'll put my name for the investigator. The rest of this stuff I'm just going to put in. Add some type of analysis notes about where I got the video from or whatever. I could throw it in here, and that becomes part of the case file from this as well. Once all that's done, I'm going to click extract frames, and if you see down here at the bottom where it says status, once I click analyze video, it's going to walk me through step by step what it is doing, what its progress is, so I can kind of keep up with it. If you've got a large size file, it's going to take a longer time for this step to work. If you have a smaller size file, it'll go by pretty quickly. And that didn't take very long. It's letting us know that it's finished, and what that step actually did is it extracted all of the frame by frame metadata from this video, and it saved that as a CSV file, and it also extracted all of those individual frames and saved that as image files as well. Where does it go? It winds up in the projects folder, which is pretty cool because we can open that projects folder at any time, even while data is being written to it, and it doesn't mess anything up. All right, so you see that we've got our internal testing skid folder here in projects. I'll double click on that. You've got your analysis report, you've got your CSV file with the frame by frame metadata, and then you have the individual frames that we can start looking at to analyze this video. So with this, what I want to do is I want to see how long it took that vehicle to slide to a stop so I can do a speed calculation. And just for brevity's sake, I'm going to tell you that it starts sliding at frame 316. So look at that one. And I know that it starts sliding because this is the first frame where the third brake light starts to get illuminated. So I know that my braking is starting here, and it stops sliding at frame 388. So you kind of see it down here on the other end of the track, and it has completely ceased its forward momentum. So what can I do with this little bit of information? I can jump down here to event frame range analysis, and I'm going to enter in the start frame and the ending frame, and I'm going to import that CSV file with the frame by frame metadata. And once I have all of that in here, I'm going to click analyze frame range, and you'll see that the status is also going to update me on this as well. And what this is going to do is it is going to look at this duration from 316 to 388. It's going to tell me how long it took that vehicle to slide to a stop. And it's also going to do some image comparison and look for duplicated drop, skipped frames, things like that. You see it's through that first task, and it has moved into the second task where we're going to analyze those dropped and duplicated frames. All right, so that's wrapped up. You can see that it gives us a little bit of a snippet of information here, but we'll pull the full report. But it is telling us that that event took 3.045 seconds. Where does the full report wind up at? Again, in the projects folder. Everything's going to print through that projects folder, makes it real convenient to find. Now, once we get back in the projects folder, you can see that we've got some extra reports here that's added. One is the event report. This is going to be the full 70 or 80 frame analysis. This takes a little bit longer to open. It's usually a little bit larger of a file because it actually puts in all of the frame by frame metadata and the frame itself. So you see it just popped up. It's analyzing 73 total frames for 3.045 seconds. Timestamps everything. Everything that it does is timestamps. And then you see that you've got your frame, you've got the frame number, the file name, the presentation timestamp on the main video, and the duration time that this was displayed during the video. And it also tells you if it's an I frame, a B frame, or a P frame. And it does that for all 70 some odd frames. The other report we're going to look at is the frame analysis report. Again, everything is timestamped. What this one does is it uses the structural similarity index measurement algorithm to compare those frame pairs. And then we refine that a little bit with some thresholds that are likely to indicate if a frame was duplicated or skipped. And for this one, we're good. No duplicates dropped or skipped frames detected. And it gives you all of those frame pair scores as well. So it's not like anything is being hidden. Everything is out there in the open, really transparent. So now that we have that information, what can we do with that? Well, we just go down here from the same screen and we can start making calculation reports. No need to go into another program. I just select my formula, speed to a stop, 3.045 seconds. And I don't know if you noticed when I selected the formula, the variables that you need actually auto appear. So you don't even have to try to figure out what variables you need. You select the formula that you want to use, and then it tells you what you need to put into it to get a result. So we threw our time in. Roadway drag factor right there is about a 0.76. And once we click calculate, this report prints almost instantaneously, and it's already done. And it also winds up in the projects folder. And you see we've added that calculation report. We double click on it, another PDF report. Case number, everything generated, time-stamped. It tells us what formula we're using. It gives us the inputs that we used. It gives us the formula, and then it works everything out step by step until we get a result of 50.81 miles an hour. And of course, the known speed for this skid was 50.9 miles per hour. So I'd say this was a pretty good speed extraction from video.